Were you one of the facilitators?
Yes, I was a facilitator. I'm a yoga instructor. I teach soul flow yoga, which is like an R&B and soul inspired class, and trap yoga. I created trap yoga to bring yoga into our communities.
Amen. Okay. Tell me, what were you saying about the sound bath tonight?
The sound bath tonight was one of the most spiritually awakening experiences that I've had in years. I grew up in a church. I practice yoga to kind of deal with how I feel about things and deal with my, spiritual connection to life and the past and the present. And being able to be still and just kind of just feel the vibrations in spaces I've ignored for a very long time. Brought up thoughts and emotions that I repressed and allowed for me to acknowledge them in a way that was appreciative compared to afraid. Where I specifically, especially at this space with all these black women, I thought of my grandmother who passed when I was 14 and how I shaped my life around feeling as if I could not feel for her or feel the love that I felt. And so being able to be in the sound bath gave me the opportunity to recognize that she's abundantly around me in that moment.
Amen.
And it gave me the opportunity to be vulnerable. And
release some emotion that you've been holding back for so long.
That I didn't even realize. Like, I didn't come into this. I've been to this thing 3 times. I ain't never cried. I didn't come into it with I miss my grandma. I didn't know that I felt it until I felt the sound bath. Wow. I promise you, I have not mourned. I have not, not even in a way that I'm proud of, but just it was not on my mind until it was I felt that it was in my body. And that for me is the most, I can't thank you enough, because I would have carried that and made decisions that would have gotten up to a certain point but not broken through.
Eventually it would have resulted in some type of disease state in your body, some kind of way.
Yeah.
It would have affected your health. It might be 30 years from now.
Yeah.
Or next year. You never know.
I understand patterns through yoga. Like I know more physically outward patterns. Okay. And I think I'm so used to dealing with the outside body, and as you can see, I keep my outside very clean.
Okay.
I do yoga, I'm fit, I do what I gotta do. But the inside I haven't. Like, I just started eating more plant-based, and that was similar to that. Like, I could feel my feeling, my soul, what's driving this outside. I had not paid attention to. And so being able to acknowledge that not only was it there through that time, but it's there to understand what's going on now, and understanding that the feelings that I felt then were just as valid and have metastasized around me and made me like dead in places. And so having you remind me that the habits that I've created because of that are not serving me.
Okay.
And to feel with that pure energy in that space that broke through that cancerous like cast around that space that I've tried to break through in many other ways, especially the root chakra. That was started it. And then it was like that was the base of why I've done a lot of things that aren't grounded. I had a lot of anxiety, panic attacks, things like that were, expected. I felt like that's how it should be. And so even going up through the heart chakra and understanding that although I did kind of cut off a piece of myself when she passed, that she was present and around. And then in the throat chakra, able to express that to the people around me and share with them thanks for being that representation of who she was for me. Like that, the whole thing is phenomenal.
Now, tell me your name now.
Brandon Copeland.
Brandon Copeland. Now, where are you from, Brandon?
I'm from Atlanta, but I live in D.C.
You live in D.C. Okay. Hey, I really thank you for sharing that with us. We have so few brothers come to the sound bath.
Look.
And to hear a brother, this is going to help other brothers say, hey, I can do this too.
Look, I'll tell this to you directly. If you're a black man that is not taking your wellness seriously, you're asking yourself to die a horrible death faster. And I've learned that from being, trust me, I like just as much future as y'all do. But I found that I can be a better person, a better man for my child, I can enjoy life better by caring about doing just that. living better. And that's why I teach yoga. It's not because there's no other reason. There's no other reason. It's not because I like women around in the class. I can't even see them. Like, they don't even exist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's for no other reason than I was able to find space where I'm not looking for no white person to give me no relief. I'm not looking for my parents. I'm not looking for nobody but myself. And I found manhood and understanding that I am valuable and I deserve to be able to feel as much as a human being should feel. And in doing that, I found that in helping others, I'm really able to stand up in that as a man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And so I think that that's like, and black men in general, we are the keepers of pain on this planet at this point.
Oh boy. Okay.
And so understanding that you have an understanding that you must translate to your community is why you start.
Amen.
Start.
Start.
Make mistakes. Don't do it right. Start. And you'll find the path, and your wife and children first, your mother, your sisters will understand. That's the only reason I'm at this thing. I'm one of 5 men at this conference, simply because I believed in correcting myself. And some of the most powerful black women that I know, at least spiritually, have said, please come and join us. And so I think that is a testament in itself, not even braggadociously, but a testament in itself as to why you should care for yourself. We're still the leaders of this planet. And so if you understand that and lead by leading yourself first, and now I'm gonna learn, what you taught me, then who's gonna stop you? So come out, brothers.
Thank you, my brother.
Of course. Yo,
it's my new bro right here.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Look, I need all of your information because I want to learn.
Okay.
How do I contact you?
My wife has a card.
Okay.
I'm gonna remember you. I'm gonna get in contact with you.
Brandon.
The week is up.
Brandon Copeland.
Okay. I'll be in touch.
Okay.
All right.
Please do. And now let me get a card just in case. Okay.